Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Brother Jay, just checking in. Like I said, wanting to be more intentional and updating you guys on what's going on with me and my journey with hidradenitis suppurativa, or HS for short. And living with HS is a um, daily grind. When you have active flare-ups, you have good days, you have bad days, and it's something that is mentally tough to deal with. And over this past week or so, I developed a flare-up on my left thigh, upper thigh, kind of in the glute area, so it kind of makes it kind of painful when I sit down. And so just dealing with that, um, and also just dealing with, day-to-day life stresses, um, you know, it can be, it can test a person. I'll just say that. But thankfully, through the grace of God, and I, understand that God is using me and my testimony to help others. And so, um, and I'm just in general a positive person. I always try to look for, the bright side of things, and to, try to remain positive. That's just, kind of how I'm wired. And so dealing with HS for 40 plus years, and, all of the surgeries and things like that, it's just, I've become accustomed to having to um, try to live my life as normal as possible while dealing with this condition. And thankfully, like I said, by the grace of God, and my belief in God and all that He's carried me through, um, that's what helps me persevere. And of course, I have extremely supportive family, um, and so I never want to come across as if, I'm one to be pitied, because, like I said, I have an amazing support system that lifts me up emotionally in so many ways. And so I just want to make sure that, those of us that are fighting this condition, that you listen to your body, um, you know, you pay attention to what you're putting into your body, because I know I can notice a direct correlation a lot of times around my diet. And it also speaks to the lack of discipline that even I can have around my diet, and how it affects my flare ups. And so, like I said, that's an ongoing struggle. And so just wanted to, kind of check in with you guys. Like I said, be more intentional and be more, um, I guess, direct with what I'm sharing, because it can be a grind, um, emotionally, even doing these videos, being open and vulnerable. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words and don't necessarily always articulate myself in the way that I would like to. But most important, I want people to understand that, like I said, God is carrying me through all of this. And, like they say, I'm so glad I look like everything that I've been through. Because if I told y'all, y'all wouldn't believe me. And it's an ongoing thing. But at the same time, there are so many other good things, great things going on in my life. And so those are the types of things that I stand on. And so I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys for your prayers. And, I'm going to continue to keep you guys updated as I progress for the next couple of weeks. I have a lot going on. I don't go see my dermatologist until middle of March. So right now I'm just taking antibiotics, continuing to watch my diet. And of course, fitness is a huge part of my therapy. And so I'm going to continue to lean into that, lean into my belief and my faith in God, and know that the victory is not getting to some sort of destination where I don't have any problems, whether that be health wise or financially, because there's always going to be things and challenges in life. But the victory is in finding that belief in God and knowing that He's always with you and always carrying you. And so, how can you ever be at a loss or, um, feel alone when you know that's the light that you're carrying? And so, once again, thank you guys for listening. And I'll be back soon with hopefully a more positive update. Peace.